Hey guys, you're in a nutshell with me, Ina. We have another episode wherein we will answer some of the questions sent to me via email, PMs, and sa comment section din sa ilang mga episodes natin. Okay, we have with us to help us address some of these concerns si Miss G, Geraldine Villarreal ng GHV Immigration. She is in Edmonton. Okay. Ito, yung first topic natin, Miss G, as I told you earlier, meron na akong narinig na ganitong kwento eh. And I think it really does happen. In some cases, hindi po sa lahat baka po merong nanonood sa atin na may makukwentong ganitong experience. Ito po yan. Sabi niya, please help me understand why dependent children of OWP holders not eligible for domestic tuition fees in the universities. Pero bakit raw yung children of closed work permit holders are allowed domestic tuition fees? What is the logic here? Is there any way we can contest or find alternate ways to handle this? Ang una kong tanong dapat dyan, Miss G, is ano ba talaga yung policy dyan? Totoo ba na ang mga anak pala ng mga nakalamiya o closed work permit ay nakukuha ang domestic rate kung sila po ay mag-decide mag-aral na sa university or college. Pero kapag OWP, hindi raw international rate. Is it really happening? As far as you know, no, Ms. G?
So in my practice, Miss Ina, I haven't encountered any na may ganyang situation. But I
Oo.
did know the policy. Is there any policy ba about that one? What I've learned is it's actually not a federal but a provincial policy. So
Okay.
depende kung saang university and province nakabase yung foreign worker na naka-close work permit.
Oo.
And then it is mentioned Ontario is one of the provinces that can possibly, yun nga, domestic tuition applies dun sa dependents ng naka-close work permit. Yeah.
Oo. Actually, no, I will share dun sa nag-comment na lang sa atin. Merong nakarating sa akin na story na oo, yung estudyante, yung bata, pinaglaban niya daw talaga dun sa college na hindi eh, taga dito daddy ko. Or parang ganyan, naka-PFW siya, so dapat I should get the domestic rate. At napagbigyan siya nung college.
Yeah.
Hindi ko lang ma-recall kung anong college. Pero nagulat din ako dun. Yeah, I had no idea. But as you mentioned, Miss G, baka in some provinces, hindi po siya applicable.
Yeah, most of the provinces hindi siya applicable. So sabi nga nung ating viewer, is there a way to contest it? Personally speaking, realistically, my answer is no. No,
Mm.
because universities follow strict provincial residency rules and do not make exceptions dun sa mga open work permit holders. Yeah, so kasi
Okay.
tinitingnan din for sure dyan, no, yung mga naka-close work permit, like the worker has a verified employer, so may sure job, and then the province can confirm that may may tax contributions talaga, regular tax contributions, no, yung
Mm.
magulang nung student. And the worker is tied to yung tinatawag natin na labor market. And
Oh.
yun, yung gasgas ng term use na ang probinsya daw can predict or may economic benefit sa province. No, but end of it, depende yan sa university. No?
Oo.
Ngayon sabi mo yung kakilala mo or nagkwento sa'yo, pinaglaban niya talaga. And definitely, there was a good defense made by dun sa bata, dun sa estudyante. Kaya tinanggap siya.
Oo. Tsaka ang curious ako, bakit may distinction kaya, Miss G, no? Anong logic? Bakit may distinction sa open work permit holder and TFW and closed work permit holder?
Oo. So, yun nga, Miss Ina, kasi nga, di ba, pag naka-close work permit, it's 100% sure na merong
Yeah.
employer
Okay.
na nagsusur. Parang 100% sure na, oh, talagang may, ano ito, sure tax contributions.
Right.
Unlike pag naka-open work permit, it's possible na may open work permit nga pero wala namang work. Diba? So, may tax complication, tax contribution implication, we could say. Yeah,
Okay. I got
that's
it. I
what I
got it.
see. Mm,
Okay. O again nananawagan ako baka meron tayong mga viewers who have experienced this themselves.
mm,
Okay? Tama, no? Si Miss G, yung nagkwento sa akin andito sa Ontario.
mm,
So, but again, depende rin po yan sa college and university policy.
mm, yeah.
Okay. Let me go to the next query. Ay, ito na pala yun. Sorry. Okay. The next one is
Mm,
ayan, I think this is also no common na concern para sa mga kababayan nating plano mag-retire sa Pilipinas, bumalik sa Pilipinas. Tapos citizen po na dito sa Canada, no? Sabi
mm.
niya, I'm 58 years old, turning 59 this January. Ask ko lang po, ano po ba ang dapat gawin? Kasi plan ko na po umuwi at mag for good pag 61 na daw siya. Kailangan ko po ba or required na bumalik dito sa Canada every year? Ayan. Ano ba ang rule of thumb dyan?
Kung Canadian citizen na po
Mm.
kayo, no, you can stay abroad for as long as you want. Wala pong residency requirement. Now, however, kung let us assume uuwi ng Pilipinas, now, kung Canadian citizen po kayo, then hindi kayo naka-dual citizen, you are only allowed to stay in the Philippines without obtaining a visa. No, further visa, I believe it's 30 days.
Okay.
So, i-check nyo rin po ano po ba yung implication, benefits, disadvantages ng pag nag-dual citizen kayo, Filipino-Canadian, than having a Canadian citizenship. Pero yun nga po, one straight answer, Canadian citizen kayo, you don't need to, you can stay abroad as long as you want. No?
Oo.
But in the case of PR, permanent resident, so yun po,
Oh,
meron kayong residency obligation.
okay.
Yun nga, yung 730 days or 2 years of physical presence in Canada within a 5-year period.
Okay.
Yeah, so for me, my experience, just to share with you also, Miss Ina, no, when we first came here in Canada as a landed immigrant, and then bumalik uli kami, nag-stay lang kami ng 1 month. No, and then after that, lumabas uli kami, but we made sure na before yung hindi namin ma-maximize yung 2 years na absent
Mm.
kami sa Canada, and we had to come back kasi yun nga, the 730 days na physical presence talaga is importante.
Yeah.
Meet natin.
Okay. Doon sa citizen, Miss G, ibalik ko lang, no? Actually, kahit sa PR pala, no?
Mhm.
How about yung implication sa healthcare coverage? That's a common concern, ano? For
Mm-mm.
example, dun sa citizen. Okay, tapos dual siya. So, pwede siyang unli stay. Okay, sa Pilipinas.
Mm-mm.
Pero, sakaling dumating yung point na bumalik siya ng Canada dahil may nagkasakit siya, no? Okay, nakauwi naman siya. I think masususpend muna yung health coverage niya in a way, right?
That one I'm quite unsure, but as far as I know, hindi naman siya maaapektuhan. Kaya nga 'di ba napakaraming tawag dito ng mga Canadian citizens na lumalabas ng bansa, especially yung mga ating mga senior citizens. And then
Mhm.
after that, pag nagkaroon sila ng health problem, then they come back, no, para dito gawin yung treatment. But yeah, as far as I know, based on my like research, pwede naman. And I do a lot of like senior citizens na bumalik ng Pilipinas, no, and then after like a few years bumalik sila dito kasi nga because of the health issue kailangan nila
Oh,
ng support ng Canada. Oo. But
oo.
it's good to know, baka meron, sabi mo nga, kung meron din tayong mga viewers na maganong story, it's good.
Oo. Actually, ako meron. Kasi, although, no, yumao na yung pareho kong parents-in-law, no,
Mm.
2 years, last year. Pero before, kasi all throughout, they would just come back and forth here to Canada.
Mm.
Tapos, may times na more than 6 months, sabihin mo ng 1 year sila siguro hindi nakakabalik dito. They
Mm.
would have to remain here again for about 3 months. This is in Ontario, by the way, no?
Mm. Mm.
Para ma-reinstate yung health coverage nila. Now, what I do not know is if that only applies in Ontario. Kasi si Miss G is in Alberta.
Oh,
Okay, so hindi ko rin alam kung ganon. Baka iba.
yeah, possible, Miss Ina. Yeah, depende sigurado yan sa province na saan tayo. Like for example, dito sa Alberta, we don't pay anything, no, para ma-enjoy yung health benefits. Unlike BC, there is a share, no, na binabayaran ang Canadians or PR para ma-enjoy nila yung healthcare ng province. So just an
Got it.
example.
O
Mm-mm.
baka nga, no? I'll check nga din sa iba't ibang mga province in policy dyan.
Yeah.
Okay, so I hope that answers your question dun sa pangalawa nating nag-send. And third, tsaka huli for this episode. O guys please let me know how you find this format. Okay? Ito po, basically parang ano siya, no? Answering parang yung pag nagda-live episode tayo, pero yung mga binibigay nyo sa akin in advance, tapos
Mhm.
nire-record na lang natin. Kasi marami din po tayo mga viewers hindi nakakatsyempo ng live episode. So
Mm-mm.
this is their chance, no? At least put your queries out there sa comment section or PM or email me in a nutshellvlog@gmail.com and then I will collate some of them. Okay. This last concern, nako, ito po, this was a policy, yung nire-refer niya dito, from January 2025. It took effect that time, no? Pero I read the email, last month lang niya to sinend. So clearly, there are still some people who need to be enlightened, ano? Kailangan na paliwanagan sa policy na ito. Sabi niya, for context, I am graduating international student completing a master's degree in Canada. My spouse, okay, nakaano daw yung spouse niya, spousal open work permit. Si spouse is employed in a skilled trade position. Yung work permit ni spouse mag-expire same date nung kanyang student permit. With
Mhm.
a new policy indicating that the PGWP holders must be employed in Tier 0 or 1 occupations para ma-extend yung SOWP ng kanilang spouse. I'm hoping to better understand how this affects our situation. Specifically, itong gusto niyang i-clarify. As a graduating student who will soon apply for a post-graduation work permit,
Mhm.
would this new policy already apply to my spouse's status? Is it possible to apply for an OWP extension for my spouse at the same time ng PGWP application niya? Yan, okay. Sabi niya, yung baka daw maraming international students who may be facing a similar situation. All
Mhm.
right. So what do you have to say, Miss Chi?
Yeah, my answer there is yes. No, so the moment na nag-switch yung estudyante or the student status to PGWP holder, then mag apply na doon yung new rules doon sa spouse. Like what I've said, it started, that policy started in January last year. So, according nga din sa updated policy, makukwalify lang yung spouse for an open work permit kapag ang PGWP holder, yung ating principal applicant, is employed in a tier 0, 1, and a few or several tier 2 and 3 occupation. So yung tier 2 and 3 occupations, yun yung, if you see the list of the NOC, medyo ano siya, targeted doon yung sa construction, sa healthcare, no, and other industry.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
And you have to show the proof. The PGWP holder must show proof of employment dun sa eligible tier. Like they have to present a pay stub, job letter. So it can be also the bank certificates showing na a bank statement showing na okay, may nararami talaga na salary or wage na from that job. So once you apply for your PGWP, yeah, your spouse eligibility will depend on your job, hindi dun sa job ng spouse. Kasi nabanggit niya yung spouse niya is
Skilled
nasa
trades.
trade,
Yeah.
yeah, trade category. Yeah, unfortunately, kahit may trabaho under the trade category si spouse, hindi siya mako-qualify for a spousal open work permit No,
Mm.
nakadepende talaga sa PGWP holder.
Okay, so what do you advise her to do, no? Paano kaya? Is it possible to apply for an extension for my spouse at the same time? Oo, nasagot mo na rin both, ano, Miss G. Anong advice mo sa kanya? Kailangan niya makakuha ng tier 0 and 1 if if she wants to extend, no?
Mm. Yeah, so yun nga, let us assume wala pa siyang trabaho, no? Kasi
Mhm.
applying together, bago pa mag-start kang mag-work ng tier, yun nga, dun sa eligible tier or NOC. So, likely, ang IRCC will hold or refuse yung application ng spouse mo, eh, no? So, the
Uh-huh.
safer approach is to wait until you have your PGWP and then the proof na eligible ka dun sa tier employment, then
Alright.
apply for your spouse extension. Uh, in
Oh.
some in some cases then, yung mga hinandle ko, no, I remember I did have a client from Ontario. I'm not saying that to do the same, pero in my the way siguro na inexplain ko sa application, it's only a job offer, hindi pa nag-i-start magtrabaho yung
Mhm.
PWP applicant, pinagsabay ko na sila. And
Oh.
then, uh, parang in between, so nag-start na mag-work yung PGWP holder. And then I asked the PGWP holder, okay, send mo ka agad sa akin yung payslip mo as soon as you receive it. And then web form ko sa
Mhm.
IRCC.
I see. Ang concern niya siguro kasi, Miss G, yung spouse niya, yung permit ni spouse will end the moment her study permit expires. So if she waits, paano yun? Yung spouse.
Typically, Miss Ina, ano yan, not all, pero marami naman sa ating mga PGWP applicants, no, yung study permit nila is mahaba pa ang validity.
Mhm.
No, not really at the time of the completion ng program. No, siguro
Oh,
may buffer yan na 1 month or another 2 months bago ma-expire.
I see.
No? Yeah, so do not include your spouse in the same submission. Mag-submit ka muna ng PGWP mo alone if you don't have the eligible tier
All right.
occupation. No, kasi nga, yun nga, submitting together without proof, yeah, I can see a refusal doon. No? Then wait until you receive your PGWP. No, and then if your spouse current permit expires, like let us say wala ka pa talagang makuhang trabaho, ay naku, marami akong mga kliyenteng ganyan si Ina,
Yeah.
na parang pati ako talaga problema sa kanila.
Right.
Yeah, wala pang trabaho si PGWP applicant, no? Then the other way is apply for a visitor record para ma-maintain yung legal status sa Canada ni spouse.
Oh.
No?
Tapos, eventually, kapag nakakuha siya ng eligible job, tsaka mag-apply for.
Yes. Yeah, the
Okay.
only setback there, of course, si spouse is hindi makakapag-work. No, talaga magkakaroon ng gap sa employment. Hindi pwede siyang mag-work until he or she receives the open work permit approval.
All right.
That's the only setback. Mm.
Okay. I hope that answers your concern dun sa ating email sender.
Mm.
Thank you so much, Miss G. Again, guys, let me know what you think about this format. Ano, if you like it, at meron kayong concern, lagay nyo dyan sa comment section. And then we'll try to address them in batches sa future episodes natin. Thank you so much, Miss G. We'll end this episode here.
Thank you
See you
po.
guys in the next one. Bye!